Hello everyone, this is L2N Gaming. How's everybody doing? I know it's been a while since I made some content, but you know how it is, man. I'm drained out of playing video games for a while. Um, right now, I'm playing Starfield. Recently took a break on that. Just when I get the juices flowing again, maybe you'll see some more content going on. But other than that, man, this is a video that's been long overdue. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Steelers. This is a let's talk. Let's talk Steelers. A lot of shit going on. You know, the draft came along. Mike Tomlin retires. People hate on Mike Tomlin. Look, I get it. If you wanted to change, okay, I could get that. 19 years. You felt like his schemes was a little stale. I get that. But what I don't get, and I will never get, is people out there who try to discredit the man, discrediting everything that he gave to the Steelers organization. If you one of them dudes, fuck you. Hands down, fuck you. I don't care about what you think. You're probably one of them weirdo MAGA, DEA, whatever. That's just wanna say what you want to say about a man that you have no idea who he is. You don't meet him personally. You don't know him personally, but you just want to come out and say what you want to say. Fuck you, okay? Hands down. I understand that, Jay, you want him to change. I get it. But if you one of them dudes who's like, he like Mike Tomlin ain't shit and all that, and he deserves to get fired, fuck you. That's all I gotta say. But we're gonna get into that because there's a lot of stuff that's been getting on my nerves from these crazy, zealous Steelers fans, and we're gonna talk about it one by one. So here we go. Mike Tomlin, that's gonna come up later on. I ain't done with that yet. Let's talk about some shit that's been getting on my nerves. One of them is about Joy Porter Jr.'s contract negotiations situation. Now, I can understand if you're saying, hey, paying him $30 a year, that's a little bit too much. If you're saying that, that's fine. But my argument is, hey, if you're going to give Herbert that money for the little shit that he has done, let's get it. I get it. I like Herbert. I think he is a good enough offside linebacker. But he got flaws too. You know what his flaws is? He's not good against the run. He's terrible against the run. Rushing the quarterback, yes. Getting the run, no. That's why we still have the other outside linebacker right now. The one that you want to get rid of. Alex Highsmith. You know what he's good at? He's balanced against the run and rushing the quarterback. That's why we still have him. That's why they're not going to honestly let go of him unless another team gives him we get a good value out of it. Maybe a second round pick. But other than that, that's the reason why we still have Alex Highsmith on the team. They kind of balance each other out. I get it. Alex Highsmith is injury prone. I get that whatsoever. Did Herbert have an injury too? But not only that, he's not good against the run, man. Have y'all watched the games? No, he's not good against the run. Hands down. But anyway, get back to Joy Porter Jr. Now, I'm hearing that, oh, well, he doesn't get interceptions. When does that matter to all that? I would rather for a cornerback to be effective on his side of the field. Not letting you putting him on the best receiver, and that receiver is having a bad day. I could care less about interceptions. Can you lock that receiver down? Joey Porter Jr. proved that. He can do it. He's consistent enough to do it. But all this talk about, well, he don't have enough interceptions, so I don't see. Nah, you see, you're missing the whole fucking point. And that's what I don't like about these overzealous Steelers fans. They think they know what they're talking about. Going on social media like Facebook, YouTube, and putting in their terrible takes and stuff, thinking that like everything they say is the gospel. No, it's not. You gotta have evidence to back it up what you're saying. And for what you're saying, it doesn't make any sense. Period. So let's cut that shit off right there. But you see, I'm going to provide some stats. I'm going to let you look at it. You decide. At the screen right now, top tier cornerback impact led all cornerbacks in 2025 with a 95.3 quarterback impact grade. Fourth in completion rate, second in ranking in the NFL. Coverage stats, 50 to 56 passer rating in coverage. Touchdown lockdown. Held opposing receivers without a touchdown for over 1,000 snaps. Dude, I'm providing you the evidence right there. You might look at that and feel like, oh, this is nothing. But it's something. I put it like this though. If Steelers don't pay him, my God, another team will. Something to think about. Now, here's another crazy shit. They got my blood boiling. I probably need to get checked out for high blood pressure. The notion that Will Howard is the guy. Based on what? Based on what? Had he played it down last year? What makes you think that he deserved to be recognized as being the guy? How many snaps he had last year? Oh, 0. Has he played in the preseason? No. Where are you getting these crazy ass points? Where are you getting it? Where's the evidence? Y'all don't have evidence. You're just talking shit. Hands down. You're just talking shit. Please. But hey, we're gonna find out if he really is a guy when he going up against Mason Rudolph for the backup job. And boy, if he doesn't beat Mason Rudolph, if he can't beat Mason Rudolph, man, you might well go in there and go find another occupation right now. You might well find another job right now, because the NFL is not for you. If you can't beat Mason Rudolph, what are we even talking about? What are we even talking about? Now, let's move on to Aaron Rodgers. So you don't think Aaron Rodgers is the guy? Who else were they going to pick up? I'm waiting. Oh, well, Will Howard is the guy. Based on what? Mason Rudolph the guy. Don't make me laugh. I am not in the mood. Based on what? Okay, so why we have to pay Aaron Rodgers all that money? I don't know. You have to ask the Rooney's about that. I mean, this is what you wanted, right? Is this what you wanted? How did Aaron Rodgers do last season? I think he did pretty damn good to me. With a terrible offense that your guy Mike Tomlin didn't do. You feel like he didn't do a good job on that. So, like, Now he's got Mike McCarthy, and they're familiar with each other. Him and Aaron Rodgers are familiar with each other. They're going to run the same offense, the same West Coast offense that made Aaron Rodgers, and we're just going to go from there. And oh yeah, and did you forget that, you know, his offensive line was kind of shaky? Hmm? Did you forget that? Hmm? Did we forget that? Oh, you remember that we traded in George Pickens and left DK Metcalf, basically our only best consistent receiver. Did we forget about that too? Yeah, we got Michael Pittman, and we end up getting Bernard from Alabama. We got two tools around Aaron Rodgers now. We got him some receivers. About fucking time. We'll see how this shit goes. Yeah, he's a year older. If he's not the guy, then he's not the guy. Let's see how this shit goes. That's all I gotta say. Shit. Let's move on to another DK Metcalf. Now I saw this article. I mean this post saying that DK Metcalf got something to prove. He only had 850 yards, receiving yards. Gee, I wonder why he only had 850 yards. Being the only consistent receiver for Aaron Rodgers to throw the ball to. Speaking in the fact that if I was a defensive coordinator and I was playing the Pittsburgh Steelers offense, I know the offense isn't that very good. I know Aaron Rodgers is older. I know this offensive line is kind of shaky. His best receiver is DK Metcalf. What the strategy I'm going to use? Safety over the top. Do I have to worry about his other receiver? Do I have to worry about whatever his name is on the other side? No. Calvin Austin, he was fine, but not consistent enough. He was more of a slot receiver. But you had George Pickens and you traded him. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, and that idiot fan that should, in my opinion, he should have got punched in the mouth. So Metcalf went over there and no, but I'm glad he did it though. How that case working out? Oh, the case is dropped. He dropped it. Gee, I wonder why. Because they had shit on him. It's amazing how shit worked, don't it? When the fan is in the wrong, there need to be a new rule. If the fan is taking it that far, we need to stop play. We need to give that fan and that player that he messed with 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Go duke it out. See how you do then. And the person who can't take it anymore can tap out after 5 minutes of getting an ass whooping. How that was going to work out. I bet y'all stopped then. Anyway. Let's move on to probably the most funniest talks that's been going on the internet, on social media, is the TJ Watt production from last year. How he is not the quote unquote the same player like he used to be. He only has 7 sacks. Geez, guys, have you been watching the games? Have you been paying attention to how the defense is and who you need to look out? If you're the offensive coordinator on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who is the number one guy that you probably want to keep an eye on? Who's that guy? TJ Watt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to double team him. I mean, are y'all watching the games? Are y'all paying attention to the games, to the gameplay? Are you just looking, just going online and just making just these weird first take talks and just thinking you sounding so cool? You're not cool. You just sound stupid. TJ Watt and the other guy who went to the Rams are the top two players that had been double teamed last year. Myles Garrett, top two. If you're an offensive coordinator and you're playing against the Cleveland Browns, if you don't double team Myles Garrett and you let him roam around and get 3 sacks or get 5 sacks, have a dominating game, you need to be fired. Same thing for TJ Watt and the defense. If you don't at least look at that roster and you see TJ Watt, you're saying, hey, we really need to watch this guy. If you're not saying that, now, man, what are we even here for? Do y'all watch the games? Do y'all pay attention to the games? It don't seem like it to me. Don't seem like it to me, man. Y'all just going online just to sound cool. I'm just saying some shit. I'm just gonna sound cool. That is what y'all doing, and I am so sick and tired of it. Back on the Mike Tomlin thing. Did I feel like maybe it was time for a new coach to come in and put in a new philosophy around the team? Yeah, I felt like it was coming. Because look, I'm going to say this. Did I like Mike Tomlin's defense? No. I thought, in my opinion, he was just too conservative at times. And I just did not like the schemes that he ran. I didn't like this. How can I explain this? We're going to let the team march down the field on us, and then when they get to our 30-yard line, we're gonna just turn things up just like that. I didn't like that. I didn't like the zones that he was running. I thought that, with the players that we have, I thought that we could have been at least a little bit more aggressive running man to man. That's how I felt. So, did I feel like it was time for maybe a new coach to come in after 19 years? I get that. Yes. Okay. Fine. Was I upset with his going? Yeah. I wanted to see him win. Get one more Super Bowl in. Prove y'all weirdo motherfuckers that's like so disrespectful to him to win. I want him to win. Period. That's all. I just don't like the bullshit that you weirdo fans try to discredit the man. Well, he was never a good coach in the first place. Oh, he was this DEI. Like, that's bullshit. Like, if you're saying that, you're not a fan, go fuck off. First of all, you're saying all that weird shit, get out of my face with that. It's the ones that's like, well, he missed the playoffs in the past 9 seasons, and he ain't no good coach, like, and all that. Motherfucker, what your record was? Oh, that's right, 0-0 in the regular season and 0-0 in the playoffs. What the fuck you know then? Can you do better? Let's see you try. Oh, you can't. You're just sitting on your couch, probably on your device, typing in all that cute shit, just to get a few laughs at yourself, think you're funny. That's who you are. Or you one of them guys on YouTube, they got like thinking that, oh, I got 200,000 subscribers, I can just say what I want to say. Motherfucker, that don't mean shit. A lot of bad people in this world have followers. Look what's going on right now in the U.S. with that dumbass president, that PDF president, the rapist president, the racist president, the child killing president. He got a lot of followers too. Don't make it good. So let's get that out the bat. Just because you have more subscribers, it's not gonna make your opinion more right. Sorry. It just means that you just got a lot of people following you. Let's get that off the bat. I don't like the fact of the disrespect that Mike Tomlin gets from people like you. That's what I don't like about it. Just say it. Just say what you really mean. I don't like him because he's black. Just say it, man. You feel better, man. You feel 100 times better, man. Just say it. Like, stop beating around the bush. Just say it. Just say it. You feel better. Then I understand. I understand why would you say that. I understand why you so pissed off about Mike Tomlin in the first place. But all this notion that all like you know missing this, yeah. Hey man, it's hard to win in the NFL. Have you tried it? Bill Belichick got ousted out by the Patriots for winning 6 Super Bowls. Huh? How that worked out for him? Man, coaching in the this motherfucker can't get into the Hall of Fame. Man, I mean, hey man, but that's on y'all though. That's on y'all. Mike Tomlin doesn't deserve the backlash like he's getting right now. Everybody, well, most people should be like, hey man, 19 years, man. You did what you did for the Steelers organization, man. But we feel like it was just time for a change. It was time for a change. Even Mike Tomlin said it. Hey, I ain't won a playoff game. Maybe it was time for a change. That's what he did. He went out gracefully as he can. And what most of y'all dirty, ungrateful son of a bitch did, you kicked him while he was on the ground. You kicked him out. You kicked him as he was going out. Throwing rocks at him. Black man. There could be arguments about, oh, well, you did the same thing with Bill Cowher. Oh, well, yeah. You kicked him to the curb. But at least he won a Super Bowl out of it in his last couple of years. That situation was about a contract negotiation anyway. What happened? Rooney was like, hey, we just need to change. We need to go into another direction. That's crazy, man. Here's probably one point I want to add to that. One last point before I head on out is that the Steelers rebuilds. When? The Steelers need to rebuild. The Steelers ain't rebuilt since 1969, bro. I remember the Steelers retooling, but I never heard the Rooneys coming out and saying to either Chuck Noll, them years that I've been watching, I started watching the Steelers, and really in '87, around the playoffs against Houston, when they beat Houston, the Houston Oilers upset them, and then they lost to the Denver Broncos. That's around like 88, 89, I think. Let's say it like that. I never heard Chuck Noll saying that he's gonna rebuild, or the new Rooney saying that Chuck Noll, we got to rebuild, retooled, but not rebuild. Same thing with, well, maybe, you know what? Maybe they was thinking about rebuilding with Bill Cowher first year, but they end up having a good year in his first year, in his first season. Maybe they were thinking about rebuilding then, maybe, but no, they end up being like I think 11-5 or something like that. But ever since Bill Cowher was coach, I ain't never seen Bill Cowher came out of his mouth saying that he's going to rebuild. Never. Retooled? Yes. Rebuild? No. Mike Tomlin comes along. He ended up being 10-6. He ended up winning the Super Bowl the other year. I ain't never heard Mike Tomlin coming out saying that, or the Rooney coming out saying after, Mike Tomlin never had a losing season, which that's gonna come up. That's gonna drive most of these weirdos crazy when they mention that when he's going to the Hall of Fame. Book it. It's happening, folks. Mike Tomlin in the Hall of Fame. It's happening. But anyway, I never heard Rooney coming out and telling Mike Tomlin that we're going to rebuild. Never. But I think that's it. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. How the fans, these people online, drive me crazy. Making these crazy first take-ish talks, comments, and whatever, thinking you sound cool. You're not cool. Stop it. Not cool. You're never going to be cool. When you talk, you better bring some evidence in that's backing you up. Don't come out here just saying some shit and then get mad when somebody call you out for it. Just like I'm doing right now. It's not going to fly. But that's it. I can't think of nothing else. Maybe a Lakers video is coming out, so we can talk about how the Lakers going back to the George Mikan days, the Jerry West days. Well, there's a lot of white boys on the team, ain't it? But all right, that's it. Thank you for tuning in. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you guys whenever.